Welcome to first PU online classes. Here today we will discuss a new concept that is called as circular motion. What is the circular motion here? That is circular motion means the motion of a body. The motion of a body or particle. The motion of a body or particle along the which path here? Circular path is called the circular motion. Here is called the circular motion. Means the motion of a body or particle along the which path here? Circular path. Means the particle or body moving along the what is here? Circular path. That is called as what is here? Circular motion. Here that is this is when the body is moving along the circle here. This is the particle or body moving along the circle. That is called as what is here? Circular, that is called as a circular path, is called as a circular motion. Next we will discuss the uniform circular motion. What is mean by the uniform circular motion? Now the body or particle moves along the circular path with a constant speed. The constant speed means it is moving with the constant speed here. What is meaning of the constant speed? Means here the velocity magnitude is same, but direction can be changes. That's the reason saying that in the uniform circular motion, velocity is what is here? Not constant, but speed is constant. Speed is constant means the magnitude is constant. The magnitude of velocity is constant. It is nothing but a speed here. Here the speed is constant. What is here? Along the circular path. But what is the changes here? Velocity changes. Here sir, you are written the v. Here also you written the v. Here also you written the v. Means speed is velocity also constant is there, sir. For asking like this. But velocity is what is here? Velocity is not a constant. Why it is not a constant? Means velocity is having magnitude and direction. Here magnitude is constant, but direction can be changes. That's the reason we are saying that in the uniform circular motion, velocity is changes, but speed is constant. That motion is called as a uniform circular motion. Here listen here, when a particle moving in a circular path, when a particle is moving in a circular path, when a particle is moving in a circular path, its speed is constant. Speed is constant is called as uniform circular motion. This is called as a uniform circular motion. Right here, that is called as a uniform circular motion here. Now, when the particle is moving in the uniform circular motion, here towards the center, one force is acting here. Towards the center, one force is acting. Yeah, towards the center here force is acting. Here also towards the center force is acting. Here also acting towards the force. Here also acting the force towards the center. Now this force is called as which force here? Centripetal force. Now this force is called as a centripetal force. This centripetal force always acting perpendicular to the, perpendicular means here 90 degrees, perpendicular to the direction of the velocity. It is always acting perpendicular to the direction of the velocity. Here what is the main use of this what is their centripetal force? Their centripetal force is keep the body in uniform circular motion. It keeps the body in uniform circular motion. When the centripetal force is not acting, the body is here falls down along the tangent to the circle. Along the tangent to the circle. Here, due to this centripetal force, here this particle or body is moves in the which path here? Circular path. Means in order to move the body in the uniform circular motion, here compulsory one force is required. That force is always acting towards the center of the circle. That is always acting towards the center of the circle. You can take any point on the circle. It is always acting towards the center of the circle. It is always acting towards the center of the circle. Suppose the particle here is there. Suppose at one instant of time the particle here is there. This is acting in this direction. Suppose the particle here is there. It is acting in this direction. Here suppose the particle here is there. This is acting in this direction. Means always it is acting on a particle towards the center. Towards the center along the radius. That force is called as a what is their centripetal force. Now what is the definition of the here definition of the centripetal force? What is the definition of the centripetal force here? Now what is the definition of the centripetal force? Means the force required to keep the body in uniform circular motion. Uniform circular motion is called here which force here? Centripetal force. Right, that is called as a centripetal force. Right, what is the formula of the centripetal force here? Now what is the formula of the centripetal force? Now, what is the formula of the centripetal force? Now we will discuss here. Here centripetal force Fc, I am writing here. Centripetal force means force is equal to mass into acceleration, or you can write capital Fc. Here mass into acceleration. This is a mass into acceleration. Here this acceleration is called as a centripetal acceleration. Centripetal acceleration you already derived in the motion in a plane chapter. That is AC is equal to formula V square by R. This is I am taking the formula from motion in a plane chapter. Now what is I am writing here? Fc is equal to m into V square by R. AC is equal to V square by R. Now Fc is equal to we are getting here mv square by R. This is a formula for the centripetal force. Here another way we can write the formula like this also. Now I am writing here, this is another way I am expressing the formula. Now what is there? Fc is equal to m into, in the place of the v I am writing as r omega square by r. Now this is v is equal to r omega. This is called as v is called as the linear velocity. Omega is called as angular velocity. This is the relation between linear velocity and angular velocity. Now what is I am writing here? Fc is equal to m r square omega square by r getting cancelled. Here m r omega square. This is here another formula of the what is here? Centripetal force. Right. What are the examples of the centripetal force here? What are the examples of the centripetal force? Now we will discuss the examples of the centripetal force. Listen here. What are the examples? Now, right here, first of all, when this is an atom. In the atom, what will be there? Here, center nucleus is there. This is having the positive charge. Around this nucleus, electrons are moving in a which path here? Circular path. When it is moving in the circular path, in between the nucleus and the electrons, there is a electrostatic force of attraction. Means in between the nucleus and the electron there is an attraction force is there, because nucleus is having the positive charge, electrons are having the negative charge. In between the electrostatic force of attraction is there. This electrostatic force of attraction is provides the which force here? Here centripetal force. They are provided the which force here? Centripetal force. When the electrons are revolving around the nucleus, here electrons are revolving around the nucleus in the circular path. In between the here electrons and the nucleus, there is a electrostatic force of attraction is there. That electrostatic force of attraction is provides the which force here? Centripetal force. Suppose another example. This is the first example. Next second example here. We can take the one string. For this string, now this is a for this string, one end of this string is tied to the stone. This is we are taken as the string. One end of the string is tied to the stone, and this is tied to the stone here. It is what is here with our hands. This is rotating in the what is a horizontal circle. We are rotating like this. It is rotating in the horizontal circle. When rotating in the horizontal circle, suppose here this is what is here stone is there. Now what is here? This is a string. Here stone is there, that is rotating in the horizontal circle. When rotating in the horizontal circle, here what is here? Here tension in the string. When rotating in the horizontal circle, in the string what is developed here? Tension is developed. That tension. Here what is the tension is developed in the string here? That tension is provides the here what is here? Centripetal force. Centripetal force here. That provides the here what to take here? Centripetal force. Right. Here one string is we are taken here. One end of the string is tied with the stone. It is with our hands. It is rotating like this in the horizontal plane. When rotating in the horizontal plane, now what is here? The tension is developed in the string. The tension is developed in the string when rotating in the horizontal plane. In the which path here? Circular path. It is rotating in the horizontal plane. In the which path here? Circular path. When rotating in the circular path, inside the string, tension is developed. That tension is gives the which force here? Centripetal force. Right. These are the examples of what is here? Centripetal force. Next, we will discuss the another force here, that is called as a here what is here? Centrifugal force. Now next we are discussing here centrifugal force. This is a pseudo force. Here what is here? The pseudo force. Now here this is called as a pseudo force. Yeah, this is called as which force here? Pseudo force. It is not a real force. Here what are the real forces are not there. That forces are called as a pseudo forces. Now this is not a real force. That's the reason it is called as a pseudo force. Pseudo force which acts radially. Which acts what is here? Radially outward on the body. Which acts radially outward on the body. Which acts radially outward on the body, moving along a circle. That body is moving along the circular path. Moving along the circular path is called here what is their centrifugal force. This is called as a centrifugal force. Yeah, this is called as a centrifugal force here. Now this is a centrifugal force. This is called as a pseudo force. Here what is a pseudo force? We can understand clear with one example here. Now suppose Here when pseudo forces are acting on your body, here pseudo forces are acting on your body in accelerated frames. We are already discussed here frame of references. Here accelerated frames. Accelerated frames nothing but a non-inertial frames. Non-inertial frame. Now here frame of references are two types we are discussing. One is called as a inertial frame of reference, another one is called as a non-inertial frame of reference. Here we can make all this with one clear example here. Now suppose this is a one rotating disc is there. Rotating disc means the disc is rotating. On this rotating disc, here one is what is here? I am placing the one. What is here? Any mass. We are placing the one mass or one body. Now when placing the one body, now what is here? This body. Here this is I am placing the body. This body attached to the string. That string is fixed at the center. That string is fixed at the center. Now, this body is rotating in the circular path like this. Here when it is rotating in the circular path, now this is the body is rotating in the circular path. When the observer is here is there, he is observing this what is here, this mass or this body. When observer is observing this body is in the motion. This body is in the motion means, now what is here, this is body is motion means he observed that this body is moving in the circular path. It is moving in the circular path. It is moving in the circular path means here towards here what is there, center, one force is acting, that is called as which force here, centripetal force, that is called as a centripetal force. It is acting towards the center. The centripetal force is provides the tension in the string. Here when the observer is here, outside is there, this is called as a which frame here, inertial frame. Clear? Inertial frame. When the observer in the inertial frame, which force is acting here, centripetal force is acting on the body. That centripetal force, here what is here, the centripetal force is provided by the tension in the string. Now next here listen, same body, this is fixed at the center. Now what is here, same body is there, here this is fixed at the center. Now it is also rotating in the, it is also placed on the, what is there, this body is placed on the rotating disc. Disc is rotating. I am placing the body, that body is fixed at the center with the help of one string. Now, here observer is sitting on the disc. Here the observer is outside the disc, outside the rotating disc. Here now observer is sitting on the rotating disc. The observer is observed that here the body is in the rest position. But here observer is observed that the body is in the motion. But here observer is observed that here what is here, the body is rest position. Why the body is rest position here? Here due to the tension, and here what is here, due to the tension, which force is acting here? Centripetal force is acting. This centripetal force is acting towards the center. Here centripetal force is acting towards the center. Here this is called as a centripetal force. Here centripetal force is acting towards the center. Here when the what is here, this is due to the tension which is acting here, centripetal force is acting towards the center. But away from the center another force is acting, that is centrifugal force is acting. Here due to these two forces are equal in magnitude. Here that's the reason the net force acting on the body is 0. Here centripetal force is, here this is I am showing here body. Here this is towards the center, centripetal force is acting. Here towards the away from the center, what is here, centrifugal force is acting. Both are having the same magnitude, acting in opposite direction. So net force acting on the body is 0. Net force acting on the body is 0. That is the reason here what is here, the observer is observed that here the body is rest position. This frame of reference is called as non-inertial frame of reference. Non-inertial frame of reference. This is called as the accelerated frame of reference. Here just observer place it changes, the frame of reference it changes. When the observer is outside is there, that is called as the inertial frame of reference. With respect to the observer, the body is moving in the circular motion. Here only one force is acting, that is called as a centripetal force is acting. That centripetal force is acting towards the center. That centripetal force is provided by the tension. Now when the observer is here, what is here? Observer is sitting on the rotating table. The place of the observer is changes. When the place of the observer is changes, this is called as a non-inertial frame of reference. Here when the observer is sitting on the disc, he observed that the body at which position here? Rest position. Why the body is rest position? Means here towards the center, centripetal force is acting. Away from the center, centrifugal force is acting. He assumed that centrifugal force is acting away from the center. That assumed that force is called as what is here? Pseudo force. That's the reason we are saying that pseudo force is not a real force, but observer is assumed that another force is acting away from the center. Due to this force, the body is at the rest position. That force is called as a centrifugal force. Means in the non-inertial frame of reference, two forces are acting. One is a centripetal force, another one is a centrifugal force. Centripetal force is acting towards the center, centrifugal force is acting away from the center. Means on the body, one force is acting towards the center here, one force is acting away from the center. Means both are having equal magnitude, but in which direction? Opposite direction. That's the reason net force acting on the body is 0. When the net force acting on the body is 0, means the body at which position here? Rest position. That's the reason observer is assumed that the body at rest position. Here when the observer is in which frame of reference here? Non-inertial frame of reference. Right, means this is a pseudo force is acting in the accelerated frame. Accelerated frame is non-inertial frame of reference. In the inertial frame of reference, only one force is acting, that is called as a what is there? Centripetal force. Centrifugal force is not acting. But in the non-inertial frame of reference or accelerated frame of reference, here two forces are acting here. One is a centripetal force, another one is called as a centrifugal force. Here centrifugal force also having the same magnitude of the centripetal force, but in the opposite direction. So that is having the formula for the here what is the centrifugal force also I am writing here. Centrifugal force, same formula means what is I am writing here? mv square by r, another formula mr omega square. Right, this is a clear information about the what is the centripetal force and centrifugal force. Centrifugal force is a pseudo force, it is not a real force, but centripetal force is a real force. Next here we will discuss next we will discuss the motion of a car. Next we will discuss the motion of a car. Motion of a car on a level road. Motion of a car on a level road. The car is moving on the level road, but small turning is there. Turning means circular path is there. This is I am drawing here. Now I am drawing here. This is a level road, but circular path is there. Now the car is moving. This is a car here. This car is moving with velocity v. Now this car is moving with velocity v on the circular path. The circular path is a level is there. It is called as a level road. This is a path is circular, but level is there. That's the reason it is called as a circular level road. Another way we are saying that. Here on this road, what is traveling here? Car is traveling, or car is moving with velocity v. Now here this is what is there. This is suppose here we are taking like this means here this is extending like this. Here somewhere we are getting here center. Here this is when we are getting here center here. Similarly here this is I am taking as this center of the circular path I am taking here. This is the center of the circular path. Now this is a center of the which path here? Circular path. This is a radius of the circular path. This is a radius of the circular path is r. Now here towards the center one acceleration is acting. That acceleration is called as a centripetal acceleration. The formula already know that AC is equal to v square by r. Now this is I am showing here. This is a level road. On this level road the car is moving. Right, this car is moving here. Now this car is moving means here on this car the weight is acting downward direction. The normal reaction is acting in the upward direction. We already know that. Here this is an here weight mg. Here this is acting towards the center of the earth, and normal reaction. Who provides the normal reaction is that is a road. Road provides the normal reaction. Now this is a car is coming like this. It is coming like this here. When it is moving like this, in between the tires of the car and the what is a road, here what is here frictional force is acting. That frictional force is acting in this direction. This frictional force is acting in this direction here, in between the cars and the what is here in between the tires of the car and the what is here road. Frictional force is acting in this direction. Here car is moving like this means the frictional force is acting in this direction. Now car is moving in this direction. Here what is here frictional force is acting in this direction in between the tires of the car and the road. Now this is a frictional force. Now this frictional force means suppose it is moving on the circular car is moving on the circular level road. Here it cannot fall down. Why it cannot fall down means this frictional force is provides the here what is here centripetal force. This frictional force is provides the centripetal force. What are the necessary condition for here the car moves on the circular road means here what is here this centripetal force always smaller than the here what is here centripetal here this is writing as a here centripetal force. Here centripetal force is always smaller than the frictional force. This is the necessary smaller or equal to the what is here frictional force. This is a necessary condition for car move on the circular path. Means this simply we are saying that here what is here this frictional force is provides the centripetal force. Now that friction is provides the centripetal force. This is a necessary condition for move the car or safe moving of the car on the road. Now from this we are writing here this Fc is less than or equal to F. Now here Next, here we know that this formula, here centripetal force formula is mp square by r less than or equal to mu s into n. Here this is a called as a static friction, Fs, static friction. Here this is mu s into n. Here know that here static friction or maximum value of static friction. Here maximum value of static friction is taken as a, here this is simply we can write here Fl also. Here this is a Fl. Fl is equal to what is here mu s into n. Maximum value of static friction is called as a limiting friction. This is a necessary condition to car move on the road here. mv square by r less than or equal to mu s into n. Now from this I am writing here this is the mv square by r less than or equal to mu s into normal reaction n equal to, we know that formula mg. From this n equal to mg. Normal reaction n equal to mg. Both are in the opposite direction. Here what is here? mm what is here? Getting cancelled. v square by r less than or equal to mu s into n. Now v square less than or equal to mu s rg. Here r taking this side. Now from this I am writing here this is a, here what is the v value we are getting here? This is a v less than or equal to under root mu s rg. Now from this we are writing here maximum safe velocity. Maximum safe velocity of the body can be written as v maximum is equal to here under root of mu s rg. This is v maximum called as a maximum safe velocity of car. Velocity of car means the maximum safe velocity of car means what is the meaning of this one? Here this is the maximum velocity of the car. Above this velocity, for this velocity I am getting as a, here this is what is here 50 km per second is there. Suppose maximum safe velocity. Here suppose when the car is moving above this velocity is 60 km per second. What happens? The car will be falls down. Why falls down means when it is moving on the, here what is here level circular road. Here the maximum velocity, how much is there? Maximum velocity we are giving 50 km per second. We are finding using this formula. Here we know that on the roads they are written the maximum when you are going on the you are traveling on the, here what is the roads, there are some places written here the speed limit is 30 km per second, 40 km per second. Here means what is the meaning of this one? Here when above this speed in the car or bus any one vehicle is traveling, he falls down. That's the reason they are written the what is here speed formula. There is written the what is here speed boards are written. That speed boards are why written means here what is here above this speed when the car or any vehicle is traveling they falls down. So that's the reason that maximum velocity how we are finding here d maximum is equal to using this formula under root of mu s into rg. Here mu s is called as the coefficient of static friction. Here r is the radius of the circular path. G is called as the acceleration due to gravity. Now that's using this formula they are calculating the speed limit and they are putting the boards on the road. The speed limit boards are putting on the road here. Now this is a formula for the what is here maximum safe velocity of car when the car is moving on the which road here? Level circular road. Now another one is there banking of roads. We will discuss in the next class how they are banking the roads here. What is the maximum velocity formula is there? We will discuss in the next class. Thank you. I already closed it.